Good day to you. This is Mr. Mlenga, your teacher of geography. So I want to run you through geography grade 9. So these are some of the topics that we're going to cover in geography grade 9. So our first topic will be mining industry in Zambia. Then we shall look at manufacturing and food processing. Then we shall also look at power and energy generation industries. Then we look at social development, which is population. So these are going to be our main topics in geography grade 9. So I want us to start with mining industry in Zambia as our first topic. So before we dig deeper in mining industry in Zambia, I would love us first to define the concept of mining. Now, mining is the process of extracting minerals from the earth. We must be able to understand that mining involves extraction of minerals from the earth. Examples of minerals mined in Zambia include copper, zinc, lead, coal, manganese, and so on. Now, one question that you might ask is, when did mining start in Zambia? Now, mining has a very interesting history behind it, and the mining industry in Zambia started way back. It started in 1899, more than 100 years ago, when an expedition led by George Gray discovered the first copper deposits at Kansanshi. The first real mining activity started at Bwanamkubwa Mindola in the year 1909. Now, I want us to look at some examples of main minerals or major minerals mined in Zambia. So we have copper, we have coal, we have zinc, we have manganese, we have lead, we also have emerald. Now, these are not the only minerals, these are just examples. We also have minerals like gold, for example. So here is how copper looks like. This is copper, this is coal, this is zinc, this is manganese, this is lead, and this is emerald. So these are just a sample or examples rather of minerals that we mine in Zambia. These are not the only ones. We have quite a lot. Now, one important aspect about mining is that you must be able to understand that there are different methods of mining. Now, we have what we call open cast or open pit mining method, which is also referred to as surface mining. Now, when we say open pit, we are talking about the type of mining where mineral ores are found near the surface of the earth. In case you are wondering what a mineral ore is, this is a very huge rock which contains minerals. A huge rock which contains minerals. Now, when we talk about open cast mining, the ore is loosened by blasting and later loaded in trucks. So, the ore is blasted using explosives, and when it is loosened and blasted, it opens up, then loaded into the trucks by the miners for processing, so that the actual minerals contained in this ore are actually extracted. Now, examples of open pit mines in Zambia include the Chambishi in Kalulushi, Lumwana in Solwezi, and Lumwana in Lumwana. We have Kansanshi. We have also Nchanga in Chingola. Now, what are some of the advantages of open pit mining? Now, open pit mining is cheaper because it does not require heavy or sophisticated or complicated machinery. It is also mechanically easier to do, and more ore can be extracted quickly. So it is basically a cheaper and easier method of mining. It is also safer than underground mining. Disadvantages of open pit mining include it poses a danger to the environment, especially when flooded. It's more like you're digging your own trap, your own death trap. Humans or people are also displaced when such mines are opened. So what we mean here is that when you discover minerals in an area where there are people living there, those people are displaced in order to create room for mining, and they are taken elsewhere. Now, here is another disadvantage. It pollutes surface water and underground water. Now, where there is mining activity, you discover that the water that is on the surface as well as underground is contaminated due to the mining activity. Now, I want us to look at another disadvantage, which is causes of landslides. Now, when we talk of landslide, this is the falling of the land. The falling of the land. When the land is loosened up, it usually falls. Now, this is usually caused by open pit mining. Now, here is an illustration of open cast mining. We are looking at open cast mining, and as you are able to see, this is an operation that is taking place. You're able to see the the dump trucks, you're able to see different machineries here, machinery being used, and as you can see, this is on the surface. This is not underground. This is on the surface. So the materials are being loaded, as you can see in the truck. This is basically on the surface of the earth. So in case you've never been to a mining area, these are some of the activities which take place there. So what we have here is just an example of the Lumwana open pit mine. This is the Lumwana open pit mine that you find in the northwestern province. Now, I want to take you now into underground mining or shaft mining. So the other name for underground mining is shaft mining. Now, when we say shaft mining, what do we mean? We simply mean mining that is done when minerals are found very deep underground, very deep underground, kilometers and kilometers underground. Now, underground mining or shaft mining involves a network of tunnels formed by following the ores. So tunnels are made underground to just follow that mineral ore so that it can be reached. Now, examples of underground mines include the Mopani mine in Kitwe. Now, one thing that you must know about underground mining, first of all, before you look at even the examples of these mines, is that most of the underground mines, you find them on the copper belt. That's where most of the underground mines are found in Zambia. Now, these shaft mines may include the Mopani mine in Kitwe, the Konkola mine in Chilawombwe, the Mufulira mine in Mufulira. We also have the Konkola copper mine in Chingola. Now, these are some of the underground mines that we have. I must emphasize on the fact that the Mufulira mine or the Mufulira Mopani mine in Zambia is the largest underground mine. What are some of the advantages of underground mining? Now, underground mining does not incur large damages to the surface environment of the mine area. So what this simply means is that underground mining can be taking place while you even have structures surrounding or on top of the underground mine. So you discover that in some places like Chambishi, on the copper belt, there are people living in that area, but underground there are mining activities taking place. So this is what we simply mean here to say it does not cause so much damage to the surface environment of the mine area. Disadvantage: it is too expensive because it uses expensive and heavy machinery. So that's why you discover that most of the companies running these underground mines are foreign, because foreign investors usually afford to, acquire these expensive and heavy machinery that, is needed to undertake underground mining. So that's the major disadvantage. It is very, very expensive. Now, here is an illustration of shaft mining or underground mining. So as you can see, this is outside, this is on the surface. Okay, this is on the surface where the mining materials or coal in this particular is loaded from outside into the trucks, as you're able to see. Now, when I want to show you the tunnels. Now, this which you're seeing here, let me take you back. This which you are seeing here is an elevator that can load up to 9 men, and this elevator takes these miners from the surface to underground. Yes, from the surface to underground. So these are miners. They are now moving from the surface using the elevator to the underground. As you are able to see, they're moving to the underground, and they are now getting on a diesel car underground. Now, underground, as you're able to see, you find different machinery. You even have cars there. You have a train. As you're able to see, this is a rail line on which a train passes. So now they are underground, the miners. This is underground. As you're able to see, the miners are moving underground, trying to go to where the ore is. And there they go. There they go to where the mineral ore is. So these are miners underground. So this is how, the underground looks like. So the miners here are extracting the coal ore. So here it's coal mining happening here. They are mining ore. They are mining the ore for coal. So as you're able to see, these miners are trying to extract some coal. They're trying to extract some coal using this machine, which is known as a boom. This is a boom loader. A boom loader. As you are able to see, that is the core ore that is being loaded. This is the core ore that is being loaded in the boom. This is the boom machine. So all this is underground. All this is underground work. So the boom is loaded with the copper. With the core ore. Okay. Then the boom takes now the ore. So that is the ore. So all these are activities that happen underground. So when the ore is extracted, it has to be now taken to the surface. So all this is the ore extraction. So as the ore is extracted, these miners are now traveling out to take the ore to the surface so that it can be now taken to the processing plant. Now this is a train. This is a train, a rail transport system, as you're able to see here, a rail transport system. So that is a train which is fully loaded with the core ore. Now, this is basically how underground mining looks like. So as you're able to see on your right here, these are miners underground, and this is a loader machine with some ore. So basically, this is an illustration of shaft mining, just to give you a picture on how shaft mining looks like. Now, I'm going to take you straight into examples of mining towns that we have in Zambia. We have Undola, where we have the Bonamkubwa mine, although currently it is not, working. It's not in operation. We also have the Mufulira mine, which is the Mufulira plant, or the Mopani copper mine. We also have the Kitwenkana mine, or the Kitwe Mopani mine. We also have the Luansha, the Baluba mine. Then we also have the Chambeshi mine. Now in Chambeshi, we have the NFCA mine. We also have Chambeshi Metals. All those are mining companies. We also have Mwambashi open pit mine. So there are quite a number of mines within Chambeshi. Kilawombwe, we have Konkola mine. Solwezi, we have Lumwana mine. Mansa, we have the manganese, which is not in operation currently. So these are some of the mining towns. We also have Mamba, which is the Mamba coal, where the coal is produced in, I think, huge amounts as compared to any other place. So these are some of the mining towns that we have. Now, these are not the only mining towns. These are not the only mining towns. We also have Chilanga, where limestone rather is mined. And just to emphasize something before we move from mining towns, these are not the only mining towns. In some past papers, you discover that they even include Lusaka to be a mining area. Why? Because of Nampondwe, there is a place where, let me say, there's a town within Lusaka province which is known as Nampondwe. Now, Nampondwe has a mine known as Nampondwe mine, which is found within Lusaka province. So I just wanted to emphasize on that as well. though Lusaka is not a major mining town. Now, here is a map of Zambia showing mineral occurrence. So this map of Zambia is just showing us, the location of some minerals. For example, let me just pick a few examples. For example, here where you're seeing these red dots, it is indicating where you're able to find some copper, deposits. As you're able to see here, Lusaka, you have a bit of copper here at Nampundwe. So here, as you're able to see these red dots, they're indicating where you're able to find some copper and a bit of cobalt. Here where you're able to see these yellow dots, these are areas where you're able to find some gold deposits, like in Northwestern Province here, then in Eastern Province here, in Northern Province. So these are, gold deposits. We also have, you know, we also have these purple dots, these purple dots showing us where we have some lead and zinc deposits, like in Kawe. We also have, this black triangle here showing us some deposits of of coal. Then we have a bit of diamond deposits, a bit of diamond deposits. All these are diamond deposits with these triangles, blue triangles. All these are diamond deposits. And we also have some oil, gas, petroleum deposits, which are yet to be explored further in Western Province, as you're able to see here. Then we have a bit of emerald here at Kaja Mine in in Copperbelt. Now, you must be able to understand to say Zambia is blessed with, variety of minerals. So that was just a sample of a few. Now, let me take you straight into some examination past paper questions. Let's look at now this question is an extract of an extract rather from the 2021 paper 1, the 2021 social studies paper 1. This is what came in 2021. So we're not going to, okay, we'll skip question 1, we'll skip question 2. We are interested in question 3. Question 3. Question 3A says, how does the country benefit from the mining industry? Wow, this is the basis on which I want you to take keen interest in researching on the importance of mining, the benefits that the mining industry, brings to the nation. This is what I want you to research so that in our next meeting, as we'll be looking at, the benefits that the mining industry brings to the nation, you should have some great ideas. So we're going to answer this question in our next meeting when we look at the importance of the benefits that the mining industry brings to our nation. Now, our area of interest mainly is B, which says describe the methods used in the mining of minerals. Now, this is very simple for us. You are just going to say, number 1, the method that is used is shaft mining or underground mining, which is used when extracting minerals which are deep underground. Then the second one is open pit mining or surface mining, which is done when minerals are very close to the surface of the earth. So basically, those are the two main methods of mining. Let me give you deliberately another, another question from the 2019 Social Studies, paper 1. So here we have question 15, which says, which other province is copper mining in Zambia apart from Copperbelt? Now, this is very tricky. This is very tricky. Apart from Copperbelt, in Luapula province, the main or the major mineral that is mined there is manganese. Manganese. Then in southern province, we have coal. In western province, we don't have major minerals mined there. In Lusaka province, like I said earlier, that's why I mentioned this. In Lusaka province, we have a mine in Nampundwe, which is mainly for copper production, where there's some copper deposits. So the best possible answer here is Lusaka, because of Nampundwe, where we have some, copper deposits being mined there. Then question 16, why has Zambia not benefited fully from the mining industry? Now, this question 16, is directly connected to the benefits that the country get from the mining industry. So these two, we're going to answer them in our next meeting. We're going to answer them in our next meeting when we look at the benefits of the mining industry to the company. I mean, to the country rather. I beg your pardon. So we've come to the end of our lesson. So in our next meeting, we shall look at the benefits that the mining industry brings to the nation. Thank you.